Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Today I have a PCGS unboxing, grade reveal I wanted to share with you guys. I believe there's like 13 coins here, a nice mix of copper and type coins and a couple Morgans. And this first one here is 1850 large cent. I got this off a eBay seller who was selling a huge collection that he had purchased back in late 90s. From some early EAC sales. He had really nice raw coins he's been selling. I've had kind of mixed results on them. All of them are pretty nice, but some of them will come back, details. Some haven't been. So I've been having kind of fun playing around with these. This one looked real nice to me. It has sort of that glossy finish that to the EAC guys, the early American coppers, they have a way of preserving these coins that they put I think it's blue ribbon, what they call it. And it's kind of a coating. It protects the color on the copper. And sometimes that's acceptable, sometimes it's not. This one, they deemed acceptable. And it sort of looks like it might have been treated like that, AU55. So that's kind of nice. I want to say it's probably like a $175 coin, something like that. I did just get my CAC sample too. It's pretty cool. Slab, I like the slab a lot. The plastic, I like the fact that they put the sticker on there. The label, I really don't like this font. It reminds me of a what is the name of it? NTC or whatever that one company is has the green holders. They really need to change that font. But other than that, it's actually pretty nice. They're very durable. Up next, we got a 1909 Lincoln. I bought a small collection of Lincoln cents off eBay. I want to say I paid like maybe 10 bucks for them. And then there was two 1909s in there. And I could tell they were both nice. This was a nicer one. I sent it to PCGS. The other one I sent to Annex. TrueView looks really good. It's got some like light blue toning. Really pretty coin. Definitely uncirculated. Same look on the other side. Luster is actually pretty good on it. And this one came back MS64 brown, which is nice. And up next, we got another large cent that I got from that same eBay seller. Sort of has the same look as the other one. I actually thought this one was a little bit higher grade and had a better chance of straight grading. Same day, I think the other one was 1850 as well. And it's got a couple little hits on the rim there. But they called this one clean, which I found kind of interesting. If you compare them side by side, it looks like it has more of that sheen to it. It looks like it's probably a planchet flaw there too. But yeah, they called that one cleaned. I mean, a lot of those are like 50-50 type coins. I would say that one, if it hadn't been called clean, would have probably came back a 58. Sort of what I was thinking. Next, we got a Washington quarter. I had a huge collection of uncirculated Washington quarters, and I picked out, I had like probably a couple, 200-300 of them. And I picked out 4 or 5 nicest coins. And they're all different dates, a lot of S and D mints, a lot of earlier dates. So these weren't from rolls. And this one I thought was one of the nicest ones. I was really shooting for a 7, which is what you need to get in the money on these. If you get a 66, you'll pretty much break even. Really nice, really clean look to it. Trying to see if there's any big hits, anything like that. Been a while since I've done this. But no, this does not work very well with the light box. Anyways, I'll just hold that up a little closer. But yeah, you can see this coin super, super clean. Thought it had a good shot at a 7. Came back at 66. Well, that's kind of a bummer, but great coin nonetheless. All these coins will end up being for sale. None of these particularly fit what I'm collecting nowadays. Here's another one I pulled, and this is a 43 Philly. Same thing, coin super, super clean. Very little contact on it. Luster's pretty good, not as good as the last one. Perhaps was what they didn't like about it. As much as the other one, because this one did not come back as high of a grade. I was a bit surprised by that, because they called this a 63. I think that's really low on it. I mean, it's at least a 5, 4 or 5, so I might actually send that one to CAC just because I think it's so undergraded. It might be worth a shot trying to get a gold on it. I probably won't get one, but they have lowered their prices and opened back up the submissions. This is a really cool coin I bought raw, eBay. Pretty much most of these I bought on eBay. This is 1878S Morgan, tab toned. I think I paid like 80 bucks for this coin. Really nice look to it. I thought that's, you know, as original as it gets as far as the color. Obverse isn't particularly great, although it does have some toning. But if I figured if I get a 63 or 64 out of it, that would be pretty cool. And I got a 64, and they reverse mounted it for me, which was nice. So that's actually going to my 1878 Morgan typeset. Trying to get all the varieties for that. And I still have a few left. Next, we got a Standing Liberty quarter, 1930S. I don't recall where I got this. I think I might have bought it a few years ago, raw on eBay. I also may have cracked it out a long time ago. I don't remember. Nice looking coin. It's either, keep forgetting to cover that. Well, I guess you already see it. I was thinking high AU or low UNC, you know, 58 or 61 or something. And you can tell it has just slight wear to it. Not full head, not quite there. Nice original look. Didn't appear to be, you know, cleaned or anything like that, which is good. And yeah, came back 858. I think I want to say that's probably like a $90 or $100 coin. That 78S with that tab toning, that's probably, it's the only coin I'm keeping out of all these. That's probably like a $225, $250 coin. Without that, it would have been, without that tab toning, it would have been like 125 bucks. Okay, this one I did crack out. This is a PCI Franklin half. Really cool. I got to check out the true views on this one. Really beautiful toning on it. Definitely would have been something that would have happened in the PCI holder. They straight grade these all the time with Silver Eagles, but I've heard people have trouble getting any other coin with this type of toning to pass. And it has a little bit right there, right around 11 o'clock. And I didn't really care about the grade as long as it straight graded and had a true view. It's any grade would have been a win. And they called it questionable color, so that was a big bummer. So I'll probably just sell it as is. Maybe somebody can crack it out, put it in their album. Really pretty coin. We got like 5 more, I think. 2 coins I sold. I had 2 commemoratives. I had a Lexington and a Norfolk or something, and they both came back 63. And I sold them before I could make the video, unfortunately. So we have an 1884 I think I cracked this out of a modern PCI holder or something. It's got some cool like light purple toning on it. Really nice look to it. I figured this coin would go to 3 or 4. Probably not quite worth grading, but still fun to try nonetheless. Really flat strike on it. And came back to 64, which is really good. At least it's straight graded. But next, we have another large cent from that same seller. And again, in that AU category, AU range, I figured. Came back XF45. which is all right. 45 to 50, somewhere in there is kind of what I thought it would be. Nice, light, even wear. Color is good. Nice, kind of a chocolate brown. What you want to see. It doesn't appear to have been treated in any way. No varnish, anything like that. It's a nice, wholesome coin. Probably like a $75, $80 coin. 3 left. And up next, we got an 1880 Philly Morgan dollar. Really, really cool toning. I originally found this in an NGC holder. I thought toning looked original, but, you know, after talking to a few people and doing a little toning research on it, this is definitely probably artificial toning. Although it must have been done pretty well. And they figured the same thing. So Pcgs, NGC, and Annex of all three called this artificial toning. So the case is definitely closed on this one. They all three called it AU as well. I thought it might have been a little unk, but you can really tell right there in front of the face, right in this, right in front of her face, you can just see some wear. So it definitely puts it in the high AU category. But yeah, that is officially artificially toned. Officially artificial. Okay, another one from my eBay guy. It's 1851. Probably would in the high AU category again. This one has kind of a bluish tint, and then you got a little bit of like kind of funky right there about 4 o'clock, like reddish brown trying to poke through. I think that might be what they didn't like about it. It doesn't appear to have any sort of substance on the surface, but it was probably messed with at some point, and they deemed it not gradable, altered surface. So they didn't say it was cleaned. Maybe it did have some sort of chemical on there. That one came back. So I was about 50-50 on the coins I got from that guy, which is kind of what I was expecting. And probably my biggest disappointment from all of them was this, 1937 Buffalo. This was in a Old Fatty 66, and it looked to me like it was a real solid 67. And so I had sent it to CAC. It came back. They put a green sticker on it, which is fine. But for this coin to really have much value over like 70, 80 bucks, you got to get in a 67 holder. I figured I'd give it a try. And PCGS says that genuine wrap machine damage, unk detail. And I've looked and looked at this coin, and I cannot find the wrap machine damage. I have not seen it. We can try to go in for a look. We'll just give it a quick, see if we can. Yeah, I'm struggling with this thing. I need to practice. But I wish they would at least tell you, like, you know, where the damage is at, so you can kind of narrow it in. So if they said, you know, wrap machine damage, obverse, you know, 3 o'clock, something like that. Or we send something into CAC, that's what they'll do often. Like, I sent one in for reconsideration, and they said, yeah, 2 o'clock, reverse. There was a spot on the coin. And yeah, I don't see it. This is zooming in pretty good this time. I don't see anything that would particularly jump out to me as damage. So, still a mystery to me. I will probably pop this one out again and send it back to NGC or something, because it's just not sellable in this holder. Yeah, can't see anything. So that one's definitely a mystery. But and then last but not least, I wanted to give a shout out to my buddy Big Nub Numismatics. Sent me this book, which is really great. I've been reading it. It's 100 any coin collector should read. I'm just going to do this without knocking over the phone. It's 100 greatest U.S. coins. Awesome, awesome book. I actually don't own any coins from this book, surprisingly. My buddy Silver Surfer owns 3. Just got the Grope Wreck, the 1909 SVDB, and there's one other one he owns from here. But yeah, I don't have any. I'd like to at least get a few. Obviously, I'll never get an 1804 dollar, but maybe I can get a couple. But yeah, I recommend that book. Thank you, Big Nub. Awesome. So until next time. Oh, I got a Annex sub coming back too. I just got it, so I'll post a video of that. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends. Good rest of your day.